And what if, it's owned by someone who already collaborates with intelligence agencies and the military? What if a pre-crime program like I described earlier on is implemented and social media posts are analyzed for mass shootings before they happen, and consider that type of program in the context of Elon Musk's promise to verify all humans on the platform by having them link their Twitter accounts to government-issued IDs. Again, complicated, and I don't necessarily see that about maximizing civil liberties. These people a lot of them are surveillance and intelligence and military contractors, and and our national security state is not about maximizing civil liberties. It invades them, and it reduces them, and it takes them away when people are afraid and when consent is manufactured for those liberties to be surrendered, right? And so I think a lot of this is an attempt to build trust with the American public after trust was irreparably broken. And we saw this happen, during COVID. The World Economic Forum, among other groups, sort of rebranded their themes, and they became about rebuilding trust. How do we do that? And my colleague Mark Goodwin and I did some interviews and some work over a year ago now, talking about how back then they were shifting because trust had been so broken in the public sector. They were going to move more into the private sector. And we saw this happening with Javier Milei specifically in Argentina, who obviously ran a campaign as being very anti-establishment, but invited people from previous very establishment governments to serve in his cabinet, people with an outsized role in creating Argentina's extreme debt problem, via their role at JP Morgan, and brought in a very Orwellian security minister from the Mauricio Macri administration who has argued about implementing pre-crime in Argentina.